Thank you, Kate. They wanted me to talk about the benefits of building an Ence custom home. So I don't know if I have time to cover these all tonight. So anyhow, actually we've been thrilled with what's happened with Ence. Actually started back in well, really, I used to build homes back in the 70s for a little while, so I know what goes into a home. And in fact, I built my last one in 2006 up in a little cold town called Plymouth, northern Utah. And we decided we're coming back to St. George, so we were only there for a couple of years, so we came back. But anyhow, with that experience, we selected in 2010 an Ence home. Our daughter wanted to live in Treasure Valley, and we purchased one of the first homes there in Treasure Valley, and she's renting that from us. And we had such a great experience with the Ence people at that time. And then we've been living in a 55 and older community called Southfield Estates here off of 9th South. And recently this lot became available 300 feet north of us. And I was very tempted to purchase that, and so we finally got the price we wanted and bought that. And I thought maybe I'd build my own home, but the CCNRs there say, no, you have to have a license. I don't have that anymore. So anyhow, we started looking, and we looked at the three major, I say, home builders around, including Ence, and we kept looking at different models from these different builders. And we were pretty excited about getting one, and so anyhow, I wanted to say that we wanted to build a home that was like I would want to build a home, but yet one that we could get the price down, the price per square foot down. And so we did a lot of comparables, and with various plans from three of the major builders in town. And as time went on, and years ago, my wife and I learned to use the Ben Franklin balance sheets, if you know what I mean. Every time we make a major decision, we spend a lot of time deciding and making lists of the advantages of something and the disadvantages of something, like old Ben Franklin did. And so we did that, and we did these comparables on these builders. And we learned after many hours, I spent many hours and a lot of days looking at all these homes, that I looked at costs, construction methods, the inclusions, the landscaping, et cetera, all these things. And we narrowed it down to two homes that were around 30,000 or 3,000 square feet, and two-story homes. And after doing that, and looking at the various changes that we wanted to make to these homes, it was interesting to know that we were going to have to build a custom home. They called it a custom home because we made so many changes to the homes. And as it turned out then, I had two columns that I made, the pluses of the Ence homes and the pluses of another home that was similar in size and everything. And when I was all done writing down the advantages of Ence and the advantages of the other one, I had a page and a half of advantages for the Ence home and only a half a page of a column with the competitive home. And so I think that bears out what Kate's been telling you here today, and it was amazing to see the difference. And so as a result, we got started. Took them 2 months and 1 day from groundbreaking to finished home. We were really impressed with that, and so we were impressed with so many things with the Ence people. Jim Cobb hasn't been mentioned tonight, but he's their construction superintendent. He was amazing, and we just loved it. Amanda Phillips down at the Design Center was incredible, how she goes over things. And so anyhow, kind of you're always welcome at our house, by the way. Just contact the Ence people if you want to bring somebody around. We'd be glad to show them. And so anyhow, I want to just kind of a little postscript here. Sharon's, my wife's brother, came from Florida and was looking around for a home, he and his wife. We talked to him about the Ence home, took him out to Treasure Valley. They built a house catty corner from our daughter's house out there. And so that was another sale. And then, while our house was being built, one of our neighbors in Southfield Estates came by to look at our house, and they just loved the plan, loved what we had been doing with it. And so they bought the lot next door to us, and they just built a home, and they've just finished it, as a matter of fact. So we sold 3 homes for Ence last year, but I didn't get an award. So anyhow. Okay. Anyhow, and by the way, you wouldn't recognize the home next door, the same plan as ours, because it's just amazing the differences and the special effects that they did. So I want to thank the Ence people for a very nice meal and the chance to share our story today, and also for this wonderful custom home that we have. So take the suspense out and build with Ence.